A major conflict has erupted within the British royal family concerning the education of Prince George, the eldest son of Prince William and Princess Catherine. King Charles's decision to send Prince George to Gordonstown, a notoriously strict Scottish boarding school, has reportedly devastated Princess Catherine and deeply affected Prince George, sparking a significant rift within the royal family and a considerable public backlash. This analysis will explore the details of the conflict, its underlying causes, and its potential consequences for the monarchy. The author describes a dramatic confrontation between King Charles and Princess Catherine at Sandringham, where Charles issued an ultimatum. Prince George must attend Gordonstown, the same school where Charles himself endured a difficult and emotionally scarring childhood. Catherine, reportedly blindsided and furious, vehemently opposed this decision, arguing that it would negatively impact George's emotional well-being. This confrontation is presented as a pivotal moment, highlighting the deep-seated differences in parenting philosophies between the older and younger generations of royals. The author emphasizes the clash between Catherine's modern and nurturing approach to parenting and Charles's traditional and austere views. Catherine, known for her emphasis on emotional intelligence and mental health support, had reportedly been planning to enroll George in a more nurturing day school closer to their Windsor home. Charles's decision is framed as a forceful assertion of his authority, driven by a desire to instill spine and resilience in the future king, even at the cost of his grandson's emotional well-being. The author suggests that Charles's decision is partly motivated by his declining health and a desire to leave a lasting legacy before his time runs out. The author highlights the devastating impact of Charles's decision on the family. Catherine is portrayed as feeling betrayed and powerless, robbed of her ability to shape her son's upbringing. Prince William is depicted as being torn between his loyalty to his father and his support for his wife, caught in a painful crossfire between tradition and modern sensibilities. The emotional toll on Prince George is also emphasized, with reports suggesting that he has become withdrawn and anxious due to the conflict between his parents and the looming prospect of attending a harsh boarding school. Gordonstown's reputation as a rigorous and emotionally challenging institution is extensively discussed. The author describes the school's infamous history, highlighting its harsh regime of icy showers, midnight runs, and rigid discipline, which left lasting emotional scars on King Charles and other royal alumni. The decision to send Prince George to such a school in the 21st century is presented as archaic and even cruel by some, contrasting sharply with modern approaches to child development and education. The author emphasizes the stark difference between Catherine's belief in compassion and strength building and Charles's belief in the value of adversity and resilience. The author details Prince William's struggle to mediate the conflict, highlighting the immense pressure he faces as both a son and a husband. His attempts to find a compromise are portrayed as unsuccessful, leaving him exhausted and visibly stressed. The author suggests that the situation is pushing William to his breaking point, forcing him to choose between his loyalty to his father and his support for his wife. Princess Catherine's emotional response is also highlighted, with reports suggesting that she has considered withdrawing George from royal duties altogether if the schooling decision is not reversed. This is presented as a desperate measure, reflecting her deep concern for her son's well-being and her frustration with the royal institution's apparent disregard for her parenting choices. The author emphasizes Catherine's public image as a warm and relatable royal figure, contrasting this with the perceived coldness and inflexibility of the royal institution. The author highlights the significant public backlash against King Charles's decision. Social media, news outlets, and parenting experts have widely criticized the decision as outdated, cruel, and psychologically damaging. The author notes that even traditional royal supporters are expressing concern, suggesting a shift in public opinion towards a more modern and compassionate approach to royalty. The author also notes the conspicuous silence of Carol Middleton, Catherine's mother, whose usual strong support has been absent, leading to speculation about her potential role in future events. The author describes the palace's attempts to manage the fallout, including crisis communication strategies, leaked information, and image management efforts. However, these efforts are portrayed as insufficient to quell the growing public outcry. The author highlights the internal divisions within the palace, with staff members reportedly choosing sides between Catherine and Charles. The author suggests that the conflict is threatening to damage the monarchy's public image and could lead to a wider crisis. The author concludes by emphasizing the significance of the conflict, suggesting that it is not simply about a child's education but about the future of the monarchy itself. The author draws parallels between Catherine's situation and that of Princess Diana, suggesting that Catherine's fight for her son's well-being could mark a significant turning point in the monarchy's evolution. The author leaves the reader with a sense of uncertainty about the future, highlighting the potential for a major rift within the royal family and a broader reassessment of the monarchy's role in modern society. The author's overall tone is one of concern and criticism, emphasizing the potential negative consequences of King Charles's decision and the impact on the royal family's image and future.